This story is about a dangerous species of creatures that are actually two-dimensional. They transform anything they touch into a flat, 2D shape, like themselves. Whether human or object, anything in their grasp becomes helpless. Some time ago, a female police officer was investigating a missing person case when she was attacked by these 2D creatures. The carpet on the floor seemed to come alive and pulled her inside. When Clara and Little Black entered the room, only a two-dimensional imprint of the creature remained on the wall. Then the doorknob began to change, and the sofa also became 2D. Both their lives were in danger, but Black, showing his wisdom, lifted Clara onto a nearby rocking chair and quickly broke the window and escaped. Meanwhile, the creatures were sucking the surrounding energy, causing the TARDIS to shrink to the size of a palm, trapping the Doctor inside. Clara had to put him in her bag and escape. On the way, when they came upon a graffiti-covered wall, the Doctor sensed danger and immediately issued a warning. Clara tried to stop the cleaning staff, but the 2D creatures attacked and dragged a man away. Soon, they began to liquidize the bodies of the dead and pursue everyone. The Doctor asked Clara to speak to them through her sonic device to understand their intentions, but the only response was 22. 22. Moments later, another man transformed completely into 2D before their eyes and began moving toward them in a liquid form. Clara took everyone and hid in the tunnel, but the door had also turned into a painting. It seemed they would all be trapped. Meanwhile, a man was grabbed from behind and disappeared. The creatures had now begun to transform from 2D to 3D, consuming considerable energy. In the face of danger, the Doctor gave Clara a dimension converter, which she used to restore the painted door to reality, and everyone escaped. But now these creatures had become even more powerful. They could create new bodies from energy. While fleeing, the TARDIS accidentally fell onto the railway tracks. The Doctor looked outside and saw a speeding train heading straight for them. The TARDIS was low on energy, so it couldn't even move. The Doctor mustered up courage and switched to manual mode and slowly slid it off the tracks at the last second. But the shock caused it to fall again, and Clara lost contact. Clara quickly created a red light, stopped the train, and explained the situation to the driver. Then, she turned the train directly toward the 2D creatures, but the next moment, the entire train transformed into a painting. The creatures began emerging from all directions. Clara and Black, fleeing, find a small compartment, the same shrunken TARDIS. Clara devised a trick. She placed the TARDIS behind a door and deceived the 2D creatures, as it wasn't a real door but a painting. They kept releasing energy, and the TARDIS absorbed it. Suddenly, the TARDIS returned to its original form and created a protective shield, trapping all the 2D creatures outside. The Doctor, who had been calm until now, exploded in anger. He said he tried to reason with them, but they only wanted to attack. Finally, introducing himself as the Doctor, he declared that this world was safe and these monsters were not welcome here. Then, with his final move, he sent the 2D creatures back to their original dimension.